Today we're dividing snake plants, also known as Sansevieria. My name's Tiffany. I'm here at Buckwater Greenhouse, and a customer brought me in this beautiful snake plant that they continue to grow and divide, and they like to give the little babies as presents to their grandkids and great-grandkids for Christmas. So I'm going to show you how to go about splitting this apart and repotting the new ones so you get free plants. This one, what I like to do, because it's so big, I'm going to first take it and lay it on its side. Plus it's in a pot it's a ceramic heavy-duty pot, which is great to make sure it doesn't tip over, but at the same time it's a little harder to work with. And I'm grabbing at the base of the snake plants and kind of wiggling. And if it doesn't release from the pot, which I think it might, yeah, this one will let go. But sometimes I have to have a little steak knife that I use just for repotting. Sometimes you got to go around the edge with the knife to help make the roots release from the sides of the pot. This guy's a beast. They grow it, so they told me they grow it. Every year they move it out to their north side porch, and they let it grow out there for the summer, and it grows like mad for them because it's warm, I'm sure. The temperatures are warmer in the summertime. It's getting bright indirect light from that north side. I'm struggling with this one. Almost there. Come on, buddy. Yep. So this is where I think the roots are sticking to the sides of the pot. And so that's why I'm going to go around that edge. Say, let go. There we go. So I see a lot of really great orangey, healthy roots. They're firm. They're not mushy. So this is a very healthy snake plant, which is also seen by all this new growth. So these are the little babies they want to take off. And you can see they're much lighter in color than these other darker stems. So these are the new ones. And eventually they'll darken to that deep green. So first I'm going to take off these smaller ones. And I grab at the base of the stem and I'll kind of wiggle first. And I feel that so it has a little shoot that comes out that connects it to the mother plant. So sometimes you can just kind of wiggle it and break it. There we go. So that's where it was connected. And these are all of its own little side roots. So we got one. And then if it's too hard, I'll use a knife. I think I'll use a knife on this one. So here I'm going to slide it between, you can say this little gap between the two plants, and I'm just going to gently go back and forth. I feel like I'm sawing through something, and yep, there it released. Now I can finish pulling it apart. There's number two. Rotate. Whole bunch right here. Wow. This one's kind of hiding on the back. Three. Here's number 4 and 5. And then I lost one. So this will sometimes happen when you are cutting these. Now I say lost, but it's not necessarily lost yet, because if you look real close, it has some bumps on here. It potentially could still root out. So this is one, if you really want to propagate every single one you possibly can, you can put it in some water or go ahead and pot it up in some potting soil and just keep it lightly moist and still have a potential for another one. Okay, now I'm left with really two giant pieces, which you can kind of see because my hand can go in between here. And they want to have, I mean, you can keep them together as one giant snake plant, but they would like to have to medium-sized snake plants. So we're going to separate these big guys as well. So this one, I'm going to use my knife just to make sure I don't break anything I'm not supposed to break. I get through there, and then I like to use my fingers to kind of help with the smaller roots, kind of get those apart. So there we go. They're still massive. Look at that. He's gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to plant them. All right, so now to repot one of the big ones. I'm going to take it and go ahead and fill your pot up mostly with potting soil. You can see it's not really deeply rooted. So it's going to help to have it kind of pre-filled. And my goal is to have it sit slightly below, like an inch below the top of the pot, where I want my soil to fill up to. And I want my soil to come to like right here. But I want this point to be about an inch below the top of the pot. And we're just going to fill and pack down as I go and turn it, because it's not rooted out yet. It's not going to be very stable for, it's going to take probably 3 to 4 weeks to become stable by itself. So if you push the potting soil in around at an angle towards the root base, that will help keep it from falling. Okay, and there you have it. Fresh pot, plenty of room to grow more new little snake plants, and they're ready to go for winter.